Former President Donald Trump was combative from the moment he started talking and steering many of the questions to his own talking points and familiar false statements. His campaign is trying to appeal to black voters, but his responses will likely be a turnoff to many. One comment that stood out, the former president accused his likely opponent of misleading voters about her race, saying Vice President Kamala Harris, quote, happened to turn black. Harris is the first black woman and South Asian American to serve as vice president.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
What he just said, what you just read out to me, is repulsive, it's insulting, and, you know, no one has any right to tell someone who they are, how they identify. That is no one's right. It is someone's own decisions. I'll add this. Only she can speak to her experience. Only she can speak to what it's like. She's the only person that can do that. And I think it's insulting for anybody. It doesn't matter if it's a former leader, a former president. It is insulting.
Another racially charged exchange was about border security. During the debate with President Biden, Trump made the false claim illegal border crossings are resulting in fewer jobs for black Americans. He was asked to clarify what a black job was during today's conversation.
A lot of the journalists in this room are black. I will tell you that coming from the border are millions and millions of people that happen to be taking black jobs. You had the best.
What exactly is a black job, sir?
A black job is anybody that has a job. That's what it is. Anybody that has a job.
All right.
And they're taking the employment away from black people.
Trump stuck to his typical talking points on topics like inflation. He also defended his vice president pick, J.D. Vance, amid criticism from past comments about adults who don't have children. Lastly, Trump said that he would absolutely step down if he was not physically fit to be president in his 80s.
All right, so lots to talk about here, Stephen, including, I guess, why Kamala Harris was not at that convention.
Yeah, so Donald Trump made the claim that he thought his opponent would also be there. He mentioned being misled about the whole situation. Is that true?
That's not entirely true. Every 4 years, NABJ invites presidential candidates from both parties. Both candidates were invited this time. Kamala Harris will attend a private campaign event in Houston tonight, and she will also speak to the Sigma Gamma Rho sorority's 60th Boule, their annual convention that's also in Houston. The Harris campaign said NABJ date did not fit her schedule. There are talks that she will speak to the organization at a later date. Tomorrow, Harris will also speak at the late Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee's celebration of life.